here. So we were continuing with the fourth property. ABCD is a parallelogram. Erased and made another figure. Now suppose if I make this also, this is also a diagonal, where AC is a diagonal and BD is a diagonal. Okay, so this is a point O. Let's change the angles 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, this time we take triangle BOC and AOD. Okay, if we talk about BOC and AOD. So in triangle BOC and triangle AOD, any you can take DOA or AOD. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, again alternate angle, and angle 2 is equal to angle 4. They both are alternate angles. Got it? Also, BC is equal to AD because we've already proved that opposite sides are equal. So by this property, opposite sides are equal. AD is equal to BC. So again by angle property, these two triangles are what? Congruent. Okay, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle AOB is congruent to triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. So triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. Okay, now since these two triangles are congruent, so OB is equal to OD. OB will be equal to OD and OA will be equal to OC. That is by which property? By this property only, that is CPCT, that is congruent parts of congruent triangle. Yes, we write now CPCT, that is congruent parts, since the triangles are congruent and the other parts of the congruent triangles, that is why they are same. Now you can see O is common here, that means O is a point in between BD. Similarly, O is common here, that is again it is a point in between, that means OC is bisecting OD. So what is the fourth property? By this we prove that the diagonals bisect each other. This shows, this property shows that the diagonals bisect each other. So there are four important properties. We are not writing it in the copy because it is already in the book, so it's better to mark in the book. Why to write and waste your time? Okay. So the first property is opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, adjacent angles are supplementary, and diagonals bisect each other. Opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, then adjacent side angles are supplementary, and diagonals bisect each other. So they are meeting at a point O because O is common both sides. You can see. So that's why that shows that AC is congruent to BD. So this completes the properties. Now we are starting with exercise 3.3. First question. Please mark these properties in your books. You need to write them. Exercise 3.3, question number 1 has to be done in book. Exercise 3.3, given the parallelogram ABCD, there is a parallelogram ABCD given. So let me draw the parallelogram for you all. A, B, C, D. This is O. Complete statement given below with the definition or property used. Okay. So the first one is AD is equal to what? Opposite angles are opposite sides are equal, so AD is equal to BC. So what is the property used here? Opposite sides are equal. And second one, is angle DCB. DCB is equal to dash. Angle DCB is equal to dash. This is an angle. So what is the property that we have studied? That opposite angles are equal. So this is equal to this. So angle C is equal to angle A. So it will be DCB. So it will be DAB. Angle DAB. And what we will write? What property we have used? Opposite angles are equal. Small you are going to write there. Then the third one. OC is equal to OA. Yes. And what property we are using? That diagonals bisect each other. Since the diagonals are bisecting each other, that is why they are same. So diagonals bisect each other. Then fourth one. Measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CD8 is equal to this small m. Whenever you will see a small m before the name of the angle, that means it is denoting that the measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA. This plus angle DAB. This angle plus this angle. So they are adjacent angles. So they will be supplementary angles. That means the measure of these two angles should be the addition of these two angles should be 180 degrees. So what we will write? Which angles? Adjacent angles. So adjacent angles are supplementary. So this completes your question number 1. Now we'll go ahead with question number 2. Consider the following parallelograms and find the value of x, y and z. So question number 2 will be done in copy. Please write and copy. First one will be done in book. Second we are starting now. Consider so we have to find the value of x, y and z. The first one. We'll make the diagram. Now, we have studied in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So, angle B and angle D will be equal. Now, since angle B is 100 degrees, so angle D will also be 100 degree. That means the value of Y will be 100 degree. So, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So, angle B is equal to angle D. So, angle B is equal to 100 degree. So, angle D is also equal to 100 degree. That means the value of Y is 100 degree. So, Y is 100 degree. Now, also we know that angle B plus angle C will be 180 degree because adjacent angles are supplementary, or you can say angle B plus angle A will be supplementary because these two are also adjacent. ये दोनों भी बाजू में है और ये दोनों भी बाजू में है. Yes. So any we can take. Also angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. You will write in bracket which angles? Adjacent angles. So adjacent angles are supplementary. Yes. So now we put the value of B, that is 100. So 100 degree plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This 100 will be transposed that side. It is positive, it will become negative. So 180 minus 100, angle C is 80 degree. Now, angle A and angle C are equal. Why? Because they are again opposite angles. So, angle A X is 80 degree. So, angle A will also be equal to angle C. So, angle A is also 80 degree. So, we write that also. Angle C is equal to angle A. You can write opposite angles. So, angle A is equal to how much? 80 degree. That is Z is equal to 80 degree. So, we found the value of X, Y and Z, all three. This completes the first part. Now, we will do the second part. Second one. It is not named, so we can name angle A, B, C and D. Now, interior angle D will be equal to interior angle B. Why? Because they are opposite angles. So, we write that angle ADC is equal to angle CBA, or you can write ABC. Why we are writing three numbers here? Because we are talking about the interior angle. There is one more angle out also. So if you write only angle will be, so it can be this also, which is equal to z. Got it? So it is not that the B is, this is 50, so this is also 50. Opposite angles in a parallelogram. So inside one is the same. This will be 50. Got it? So we are talking about that. So you have to write opposite angles. Opposite angles. So that means angle ABC is equal to 50 degree. Now angle ABC and angle Z are linear pair angles. So their total, their sum will be equal to 180 degree. So we will write that. Now angle ABC plus angle Z is equal to 180 degree. In bracket you can write linear pair angles. They are linear pair angles, that is why their sum is 180 degree. Now we put the value of ABC here. So it is 50 degree plus Z is equal to 180 degree. 50 will be shifted here, so Z will be, this is positive, it is transposing that side, it becomes negative. So 180 minus 50, so the value of Z is 130 degree. So Z we got 30 degree. Now you can see these are alternate angles. Yes, this is an alternate angle, this is 130 degree, so obviously Y will be 130 degree. So angle Z is equal to angle Y. Why? You can write your reason. Alternate angles. Alternate angles are what? Angles which are formed by two parallel lines and one transverse in between them. Okay? So they are the alternate angles. So angle Z is equal to angle Y. So because Z is 130, so angle Y will be, or you can write simply Y will be what? 130 degree. Test it. Now angle Y and angle X are equal again. Why they are equal again? Because they are what? Opposite angles. So you can write here X is equal to Y. X is equal to Y. Why? Because they are opposite angles in a parallelogram. Got it? So Y is how much? 130 degrees. So X is also 130 degrees. Strange, no? All the three angles are 130 degree. So this completes the second part of question number 2. Now we do the third one. Let me make the diagram. congruent angle. Yes, so these two angles are equal, so this is 90, so this also will be 90. So you can write, since diagonals bisect each other, so angle AOB is equal to x, that is DOC. You can write here, diagonals bisect each other, diagonals are bisecting each other, diagonals bisect each other. Just now we've done the property. Okay, so angle AOB is 90 degree. Angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. So angle DOC is also 90 degree. That is, the value of x is equal to 90 degree. So this is 90, this is 30. We need to know what is y. How we will find out? The angle sum property. Yes or no? So you will use the angle sum property now. You write by the angle sum property. By the angle sum property in triangle DOC. You can see DOC. Since it's a triangle, आप कोई भी तीन नाम कैसे भी, मतलब कोई भी तीन दिए हुए अल्फाबेट्स कैसे भी लिख सकते हो. That is ODC, OCD, DOC, anyhow. Okay, because it's a triangle, so we are talking about inner part. So names can be written anyhow, but you cannot write, mentioning this, you cannot write A or B, क्योंकि यहाँ पर B और A है भी नहीं. Got it? So you need to take only those alphabets which are there. You can write them in any order because you are talking about the triangle. But when you are talking about any angle, okay, very important, the angle which you are talking, that vertex should be in the center. Got it? So by using the angle sum property in triangle DOC, x plus y plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. The value of x we have found, that is 90 degree. So 90 plus y plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now 90 plus 30 will give you 120 degree plus y is equal to 180 degree. Now this 120 degree will be transposed that side. So the value of y will become 180 degree minus 120 degree, which will give us 60 degree. Okay, so the value of x is over, y is over. Now we have to find z. So if you see this diagram, formation of z, that means x and y are alternate angles. Two parallel lines and a transversal is there in between. So angle y and angle x are alternate angles. That means the measure of these two angles is same. So if x is 60 degree, sorry, y is 60 degree, z is also 60 degree. So you will have to write that. Now z is equal to y because they are alternate angles. So whatever is the measurement of y will also be the measurement of z, and we have already found the measurement of y, that is 60. This was d. This point is d. So we found the value of x, then y, and then z. This completes the third part of the question. Now we go to the fourth part of the question. Yes. Now this is 80 degree. This will also be 80 degree. Why? Alternate angles. Okay. Now we have to find this. So we can find this by using the property of adjacent angles are supplementary. So let's give the name angle A, B, C and D. So angle B is equal to Y. You can write the reason. Opposite angles. Opposite angles. So Y is equal to how much? 80 degree. Direct we are writing because we are given the reason. They are opposite angles. It is very important to give the reason everywhere, children. Okay, whatever condition you are applying, you need to write that. By which property you are assuming or you are showing that this is equal to this is equal to that. Got it? So Y is 80 degree. Now Y is equal to Z. Why? Because they are alternate angles. Also these two angles also are same. They are also in adjacent type of adjacent angle. Not type of adjacent. They are said something else. I'll let you know. Okay, children. I'm not getting that name. I'll let you know in my next video. So I said Y is equal to Z. So angle Y is equal to angle Z. Why? They are alternate angles. So Y is 80 degree. So Z is also 80 degree. Now Z is 80 degree. So now we can say that Y plus X are supplementary or X plus 80 are supplementary. Any of the two you can take. Now angle X plus angle Y is equal to 180 degree. You can write adjacent angles are supplementary. So what is the value of X? No, sorry, we don't know the value of X, we know the value of Y. So we put the value of Y. X plus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now this 80 degree will shift that side. So X is equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree. So the value of X will be 100 degree. Okay. So we got the value of X, Y and Z. Now rest we are going to do tomorrow.